No, we actually have to go outside.
You know, I've heard about the Orlesian bards.
Who hasn't? They are quite famous after all.
The stories I heard were a little racier. It had to do with how a bard assassinated her target, how they were lulled into complacency.
If those stories were true, who would ever agree to entertain a bard in their court?
Oh, I don't know. There's a certain allure to danger, isn't there? And besides, you couldn't all be assassins, could you? I'd take my chances. If the stories were true, that is.
We had rules about that sort of thing. Strict rules.
Such as? You're not gonna tell me, are you?
Let's just say I had plenty of reasons to join the Chantry, shall we? And leave it at that.
As you said.
Racy stories. Pop the camp first, obviously, because Alistair got his ass handed to him.
I owe you an explanation for what
There we
happened earlier.
Yes, and you'd be quite worried. You mean when you collapsed in battle? That you do indeed. Go on out with it. Make it quick. I'm busy.
You should know that something happened to me at the tower before you came along. You spoke to Petra, did you not? She told you I saved her from a demon. I did, but I did not survive that encounter.
But you're standing right here. You're undead. This case of death is taking a while to kick.
Let me explain fully. I engaged a very powerful demon to rescue Petra. It sapped me of all my energy and will and left me drained. It took everything I had to defeat it. And when I was done, I no longer had the strength to keep my heart beating. I remember my life ebbing away. Everything receded from me. Sound, light. I remember being enveloped in complete, impenetrable darkness. And then I sensed a presence enfolding me and cradling me, whispering quietly to me. The sensation is impossible to describe. I was being held back, firmly but gently, as a mother would a child, eager to slip from her grasp. I felt life and warmth flowing through my veins again. I began to be aware of small sounds and the discomfort of my hip pressing into the cold stone of the tower floor.
So you're never really completely dead then?
The Fade contains spirits both benevolent and malicious. The benevolent spirits seldom make themselves known, because they want nothing from mortals, unlike the demons. It was one of these spirits that saved me. Without it, I would be dead. And it has not left me. It is with me, even now, bonded to me. You see, I am supposed to be dead. It is the spirit that is keeping me in this world. And this is not the way of things. Perhaps the spirit did not expect this, but it is weakening gradually. I am living on borrowed time.
Then we must make the best of that time. Can't believe you kept play along with the spirit last. So you're gonna die, no surprise there.
Yes, that we will.
So I think I was waiting for that conversation, but because I came back and Leliana had a conversation first, obviously this one didn't initiate. So maybe now we can get the... Do you have any regrets?
What's on your mind? I will answer to the best of my ability.
Nothing? Alright.
What's on your mind?
Why did the spirit choose
I
you?
have always had an affinity for the spirits of the Fade. As a child, I never feared my dreams, because I knew they were there.
What about demons? Never been, you must have been a strange child.
I've always been able to feel the spirits, even if I never saw them. And as I nurtured my talent in the circle, I became more sensitive. I began to notice every time I was in the Fade, whether it was in a dream or in magical practice, that I was being watched.
Do spirits watch
I
people?
suppose they must. It is these benevolent spirits that create our dream worlds in the Fade. Sometimes I would see it, a glowing, nebulous form. Most times I would just feel its presence, gentle and comforting, but somehow alien. I think it is a spirit of faith. They have never been seen before, and perhaps I am wrong. But something tells me I'm not. It always felt like the same entity. This one spirit was curious about me, and was guarding me, for want of a better word.
You verily? Well, aren't you special?
There were times when I was in the Fade that it seemed to stretch forth to shield me, keeping me safe. And I think it gave me strength in my most terrible battles, Ostagar being one of them.
So this spirit of faith is your personal protector?
I don't know why I was chosen. Perhaps it knew that there was something more that lay in store for me. I like to think that I was given a rare chance, and I'm going to make the best of the time so generously given to me.
I'm glad you think traveling me is worthy. Can't believe spending it here on the road, fighting darks.
I will not lie motionless in a bed with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. That is not the death for me. And so I will fight alongside the Grey Warden, and help prepare him for the task that is yet before him. So you had better listen to me, because I swear, if I should fall before the end and you don't seem to be doing things properly, I'll get up again to give you a good finger wagging.
No. Sounds kinky. That would be something to say. You're joking, right? Because it's disturbing.
You know, I think you'll be all right, even without my help.
Dirty bitch.
What's on your mind?
Something we can do to cure you?
Me? What, am I sick now?
In a sense. You're a little dead.
Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it. Ah, child. Your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear.
I just want to hurry up, get to this regrets conversation, please. You're not afraid? I'd rather be alive, really.
People fear not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter. When the end comes, they say they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content. It is enough.
Are you content?
I think I've led a good life, a full life, and I, for one, am not afraid of death, whatever it may bring. They say that when you die, your spirit travels through the Fade and returns to the Maker. And after that, we'll see, won't we?
You will. Now, can you tell me if you've had regrets?
What's on your mind?
Here we go.
I try not to dwell too much on the mistakes of my past, of which there are many. I would go quite mad if I did that. But I do have one regret. The greatest misstep of my life, made even more grave because it had dire consequences for someone else.
What did you do?
Years ago, I was assigned as mentor to a lad, Anarin. He was my first apprentice. Anarin was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages, and he was very mistrustful of humans, especially humans in authority.
I can see how that could be trouble. Humans like you, but the mages treat the elves and humans alike.
All he knew of the humans was what he had seen in the alienage. He was very wary of us. What Anarin needed was time. Time to get used to his new home. Time to emerge from his shell, so we could build a rapport. I gave him no such time. I was young and arrogant. He is a mage, I thought. He needs to grow up and act like one. I expected too much from him too quickly. I gave no consideration to his origin or his feelings, and he retreated further from me. All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing away all his talent and his potential just to be difficult.
And what did he think of you? That just seems unlikely.
Oh, I dread to think. I was a harsh taskmistress. He might have thought I was a demon in disguise. You cannot plant crops in the cold, wintry ground. You cannot teach a student who is closed off and unresponsive. Patience is what is needed, and I learned that too late to help him.
What happened to him then?
Anarin ran away from the circle one night. I had berated him over some trivial, ridiculous matter that I no longer remember. I drove him away because of something utterly unimportant. He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery, and they hunted him down.
So he's dead then? Blackberry, who hunted him down? Why didn't you just bring him back to the tower?
The phylactery is a vial of blood taken from a mage. But blood is connected to life, and your blood can be used to track you down. They called him Maleficar, a mage who practices forbidden magic, deserving of death. He was a child, misunderstood and lost. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death. I got no answers from them. I was his mentor, and they wouldn't even tell me what became of him. I should have known better. I had the best mentors. They were kind, compassionate. Why didn't I learn from them? I failed Anarin. All I had to do was listen to him. He would try to talk to me, and I would tell him to concentrate on his spells. He talked about the alienage sometimes, and the Dalish. He always talked about looking for the Dalish elves.
Maybe he did.
The Templars are well trained and thorough. That he still lives, it would be a vain hope. The apprentices that came after Anarin benefited greatly from the lessons I learned from him. In a sense, he was my teacher, and I his student.
See, there is a bright side.
And there it is. My story, my one greatest regret.
So there you go. You could probably guess by the way that conversation ended where you got to head to next. To the good old Dalish.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
So we'll head there, get Wynne's quest out the way, and then we can then do oh, for God's sake. Then we can then do Leliana's. I'm gonna get that turret first. There we go. Showing off more Wynne's powers. So I don't remember that one, but oh, there's some more over here. These lot don't want to get involved. I wonder why the battle hadn't finished yet.
That was interesting. And draining.
What was that? Did you summon the spirit?
I called forth the spirit that sustains me, so that it could lend us aid. I did not realize it would take this much out of me. It seemed a good idea at the time, if a little rash. I think it may have weakened the spirit a little. Well, we can't all be quick-wit McSmartypants now, can we? Apparently you have the monopoly on cleverness.
Rude. Bonk. Yeah, I think we're all done now, so let's head to the Delish. That should be the last random encounter, hopefully. Mabari dominance is now active.
Do you think the tower is ever going to get back to what it was, Wynne?
I don't know. A great number of people died. It will be difficult to imagine rebuilding, with that cloud hanging over everything for many years to come.
Do you think you'll be there? To help rebuild, I mean, once this is all over with.
I cannot say. Even if I survive this blight, I am a very old woman, Alistair.
Why? Because of some grey hair? You are a formidable woman, Wynne. You could see that it happens.
I think you overestimate the number of years I have left. But perhaps you are right. Or perhaps the memories of what happened there will be too strong for me to face.
I have a hard time believing that.
Well, it's good to have someone that believes in me so. Now, if I could only feel the same way myself, that would be something.
Alistair putting the moves on Wynne there.
You did it, outsider. You saved us from the ravages of the curse after all.
May the creators bless you, truly.
But Zathrian is lost to us, after all these centuries. He died heroically, I hope.
Yes, I believe he did. I don't know if I would say that.
I would like a happy ending to his tale. He will be a role model for many Dalish children to come. Now, Keeper Lanaya prepares for us to enter into war alongside the humans. I never thought I'd live to see the day. I, for one, look forward to fighting against these darkspawn creatures. Do you now? Let's hope you return and tell us all about them. As for you, outsider, I expect I'll be telling tales about the Grey Warden one day, hmm? Andera Natishan, Grey Warden. Join us at the fire if you like, but haven't you got a war to get to?
Have you ever heard of an elf named Anerian?
I appreciate you trying to find him, but what are the chances?
Anaren the healer?
You know Anarin?
He lives? No, it can't be him. Perhaps it is a common elven name.
No, I know of only one Anarin.
Ah, it makes sense. Anaren said that he was from the human cities. You are old friends, then?
Where is he? Is he in camp? If it's the same Anerian, then yes, Wynne knows him.
If you seek Anarin, you must venture into the forest. He prefers to be amidst the trees and the animals.
Thank you all so much.
There should go.
As you wish.
Right, where is Oh, for God's sake. Stop with the random encounters. I just want to get this over with.
I will not stand idly by while outsiders steal from the Dalish. I care not about the Keeper's orders. You will pay for your transgressions. Attack!
Come on, I was just borrowing it.
Right ahead. Right ahead.
Quickly, we must fight!
Let's end this.
What a waste. You could have been useful in the upcoming fight. Just borrowing it, mate. You can have it back after. Alright?
Right away. Yes, of course.
Really have to put so many traps down? I mean, I brought it on myself, stealing from everybody, but come on. Cheers, mate. Thanks for your gear. I like the way the leader knows that I'm stealing from them as well and just still return the path. I have. What's this way? It still lets me just wander around and has offered to agree to.
You were the Grey Warden who broke the curse. I demand to know what happened to the werewolves. Where did they go?
They're no longer werewolves. The curse is broken. I'm not going to tell you. Know where I killed them. I left the forest peacefully.
You did? And somehow, I believe you. That you took action against those murderers speaks well of you. Take this token. It was crafted long ago by a great master. Now I will go into the forest and hunt. Perhaps there are others still to be found, stragglers. I can only hope.
Alright. I thought somebody else was going to have a little moment at me. Alright, let's find this healer then. I believe I found him. That's him right there, is it not? It is... Oh wait, there's a bunch of bandits right here. Near the Mad Hermit clearing. So that's where he is. He's literally just up from where you find that mad bloke.
Friends, turn back, please. These woods are a danger to those who do not know the paths.
Anarin?
Wait, I remember your face. But younger, more impulsive, stern. Wynne?
I thought they had killed you.
They very nearly did. The Templars found me while I was searching for the Dalish. They ran me through and left me for dead.
I brought this on you. Oh, I was a dreadful mentor, harsh and impatient. I am sorry for the way I treated you.
I've put that behind me, and you should too. I didn't fit in with the Templars in your chantry. My path lay elsewhere.
Irving is a reasonable man. He will find some way for you to return. The Circle needs new blood. It needs to change.
I have fond memories of Irving. He was always kind to me. I will consider your proposal, and perhaps I will speak with Irving. However, I promise nothing. Now, it is getting late and you have much to do. You should be on your way.
We could stay longer if you wish it, Wynne. We have dallied enough. Pleased to have made your acquaintance.
No, we've spent enough time on my personal affairs. It is time for us to move on.
Look at this. It's the hardened sap of a tree native to this forest. It's been something of a lucky charm for me, and now I want you to have it.
Very well. I'm grateful. May your gods smile on you, Anarin.
And on you.
Fight on! I appear to be Leliana. Let's not be,
Shall be done. As you say.
Where you going, mate? Come back.
As you say. I shall do it.
Make it be brave.
There we go. That is now Wynne's companion quest done and dusted. A bit of a... crap ending, really. very uneventful, but that's Wynne's done. So now we can just go finish off Leliana's. Means I'm gonna have to run all the way at the forest though, so I'll bring you back when I'm in Denerim. Here we are in Denerim, so if we look at the map, you'll now notice you've got this door right here, Assassin's Contact. So...
If we have time, I would like to look for Marjolaine. We have a score to settle.
Right here, bro.
Shall be done.
Let's
grab some glory!
I think he's dead. You don't need to keep poking. I want to have a quick look at what we got from that. We got a Naren's token, 10 cold, electric, nature, fire, and whatever else. And then we got a silver leaf, 2 cunning, healing effects, and 5 health. Huh. Could be worse.
As you say.
Trap right ahead.
Trap right ahead? Oh, right there, you mean?
Leliana. Ah, so lovely to see you again, my dear. Spare me the pleasantries. I know you're... Oh, you must excuse the shabby accommodations. I try to be a good host, but you see what I have to work with. This country smells like wet dog everywhere. I cannot get the smell out. Even now it is in my hair, my clothes. Ugh.
Are you taking a jab at my dog? Could be because there's a wet dog right next to you, but... We killed your guards. Why did you send assassins? For having the smell I went out.
So businesslike, your companion. You framed me, had me caught, and tortured. I thought that in Ferelden I would be free of you, but it seems I am not. What happened to make you hate me so? Why do you want me dead so badly? Dead? Nonsense. I know you, my Leliana. I know what you are capable of. 4 or 5 men you can dispatch easily. They were sent to give you cause to come to me. And see, here you are.
Could have just said hello.
Ignore what she says. She's lying. I know how she works. What are you up to, Marjolaine? Why are you in Ferelden? In truth, you have knowledge that you can use against me. For my own safety, I cannot let you be. Did you think I did not know where you were? Did you think I would not watch, my Leliana? What is she up to, I thought? The quiet life, the peasant clothes, hair ragged and messy like a boy. This is not her. You were planning something, I told myself, so I watched. But no letters were sent, no messages, you barely spoke to anyone. Clever, Leliana, very clever. You almost had me fooled. But then, you left the Chantry so suddenly. What conclusion should I draw? You tell me. You think I left because of you? You think I still have some plan for revenge? You are insane, paranoid.
Not everything is about you. The blight is what concerns Leliana, having the greywardens, that's all.
Oh, is that what you think? If I were you, I would believe nothing she says. Not a one. She will use you. You look at her and you see a simple girl, a friend, trusting and warm. It is an act. I am not you, Marjolaine. I left because I didn't want to become you. Oh, but you are me. You cannot escape it. No one will understand you the way I do, because we are one and the same. Do you know why you were a master manipulator, Leliana? It is because you enjoyed the game. You reveled in the power it gave you. You cannot change or deny this.
The part of Liliana's life is over. Let's just deal with her and go.
You will not threaten me or my friends again, Marjolaine. I want you out of my life forever.
You should too. Just can't let her get away with what she did. She means go away. You know she will hound you as long as you live.
You've caused too much pain for too many, Marjolaine. It ends here. And you think you can kill me like that? I made you, Leliana. I can destroy you just as easily. Trap right ahead.
Let's get rid of Marjolaine quickly.
Shall be done. Quickly!
Morgan was just messing
You should
around.
run while you can. Fools! Make a preserver.
There you go. Looks like we're done and dusted.
She's dead. She's dead because of me. I need some time to myself. We will talk later. You need me?
I'm going anywhere. Yeah, I got chest I
Yes,
need you to
of
rob,
course.
Leliana. Chavalier. Excuse me. Stuck on the door. Oh,
You would like something?
get it away. And there you go. Let's speak to Leliana back at camp then. Take a look at that gear that we got. Chevalier's gloves. Legion Noble Hunter's gloves. Has to be a human only. Chance to avoid missile attacks. 12 defense, 4 stamina regenerate. That is really good. Although she doesn't have the 22 strength, so it could be a case of sticking on the ring again. So she'll get 12 defense, which is better than what she's currently got. She'll get more health. I'm not worried about the nature resistance from what she's currently wearing. Stamina regeneration while exploring is not really a biggie. Avoid missile attacks would be good. 1.5 stamina regeneration in combat. Better armor. I think I'm going to put them on her actually. Legion Noble Hunter. Boots. She can keep the same boots that she's got currently because they're better. That's just crap. And where's the gloves? Oh, we didn't pick up any gloves. What rings have you got on? 1 willpower, 1 constitution, 2 dexterity, 2 cunning. 2 cunning have. Yeah, that's better than what you currently had on. Alright, there you are.
Oh, hello. Is there something you wanted to talk about? It's nothing. I'm fine. I'm just thinking.
Do share.
I can't get what happened out of my head. I'd been in Lothering for years, and she still thought I was plotting against her. She didn't trust me. Maybe she never did. She loved me when she could use me and control me. And now that she can't, she wants me dead. It hurts to realize that I never really knew her.
Sometimes people surprise. Maybe you did and didn't want to admit it. Is there anything I can do? Get over it. We have work to do.
You are already helping so much by listening to me. I knew she was ruthless, but I didn't know how far she could go. She is self-serving, cruel. She uses people, then discards them. But that's how she survives in the life she leads. What if she's right? What if we're the same? I should just have stayed in the Chantry.
But you said the Maker wanted you to leave. Why would you never? If you didn't, he would have attacked you there eventually, and you think you have made it better.
You don't understand. I forgot my life as a bard while I was in the cloister. I felt safe. I didn't have to watch my back all the time. That's what made Marjolaine the person she is, don't you see? It ruined her. It will ruin me too. It's already happened. When we killed her, I enjoyed it. Seeing her dead gave me satisfaction.
She did you a great injustice. It's only human. Don't punish yourself, so she deserved it. Stop thinking about that, or if you want to.
But that is no reason to rejoice over her death. That is what she would do. I don't want that. What we're doing. What we've done. Hunted men down. Killed them. Part of me loves it. It invigorates me, and this scares me. I feel myself slipping.
Shows who she became. You can too. You're not slipping. This is who you are. You're a good person. You always will be. Don't punish yourself for doing something you enjoy.
How can you be so sure?
You left the tragedy to help others. That means something. Evil doesn't worry about not being good. You strive to be good.
Do you really think so? Hearing you say that gives me comfort. I would like to be alone for now. I have many things to consider. Thank you for listening to me.
No problem. So that is all the companions have done. Now we can just knock out the final battle. And then all we've got left after that is... Well, obviously you've got the final battle. That's the end of the game. But then we've still got... sort of like the extra DLC that's been released. They all come as like separate stories which you can do after. So you've got Leliana's story which takes place before all this. You've got Dragonageawakening, which tells the story. It's like a separate darkspawn story after the final battle with the archdemon. You've got the golems of Amarak as well, I think, and a couple of others. So we'll take a look at them, but well, I'm just going to sort out my inventory, my companions, make sure I'm in the best shape, and then yeah, we can go to Redcliffe. Save it first before we do anything else though. Now it's finally time for us to smash out the main quest and finally defeat the archdemon. So we've made sure there's nothing else left for us to do in the game other than collect 2 love letters, but I'm not going to bother with that. In regards to my companions, everybody had a level up, and the companions I don't normally use at camp, they had loads of level ups to use. I've gone through all of those and got rid of them. Bob had loads of level ups, so he should be a lot more useful in battle now. I've also gone through the effort of changing everybody's tactics ready for the final battle, so they should be a bit more useful. The main one was Morrigan. So Leliana, as you can see, I've tweaked hers a little bit so she can stay on top of her health a lot more. She's already got all the abilities that I could put on her, but I've changed it so if she gets to 50% health, she uses a greater health poultice, and if she drops below 20%, she can then switch to a potent. So she should never die, really. She should always be on top of her healing. Morrigan, with her skills, I finally decided to take these powerful attack spells. I wasn't going to take them because obviously they're area of effect and they'll end up hitting us, and she does enough of that anyway. But I tweaked it a little bit, so as you can see, if she gets, or any of us are getting attacked by medium to long range, she will hopefully use those most powerful spells over there, and they won't be on us. But at the end of the day, we can stay on top of it, and if she decides to hit us, we'll have to tweak it. I've also changed her thing here, so she's not using Spell Wisp anymore, but if her mana or stamina, obviously it's going to be her mana, drops below 30%, she will use a Lyrium Potion, because I've took those out now, we got those on us. So she should never run out of magic to use. And obviously everybody now heals herself with a greater health poultice when they get to less than 50% health. Including Alistair. There. I've also swapped out the healing on their weapon bar here, their attack bar, for the potent one. So if I have to take care of their healing myself, then I'll use a potent one and we should be able to heal fully, and then essentially, hopefully, in the hopes that we never die. Obviously cleaned out my inventory. The only thing I've got on me is the Blood Dragon outfit, which I'm going to save for the big fight with the archdemon. Got lots of arrows for Leliana to use. Spellcasting, attack. We got plenty of these Alpha-Light arrows now, so I'm just gonna use some of those. Actually, no, we'll use the fire arrows first. And then we'll save them for the bigger fight. Yeah, inventory's completely cleared out. We've just got injury kits, health poultices, and those. What's this? Spend on attributes. No, wait, we'll leave it for a minute. Actually, no, we're going to use it on Alistair. Screw it. And we'll give him a bit more health. So yeah, we're good to go. Let's go and start the main quest. So, that's going to do it for this episode. I just want to take a quick second to say a massive thank you for those of you who are watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please consider smashing that like button or dropping a sub. You don't have to, of course, it's entirely up to you, but it is free and it just helps my channel grow a little bit more. Most of all, though, I just want to say again a massive thank you for those of you who are watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one.